Hi, I'm Cherie from Oh, You Made That. Well, today I wanted to show you my hairpin flowers. I wear my hair in two-strand twists all the time, mostly pulled back to the center of my head. And since my hair is kind of thin, holes show. So I've made these hairpin flowers to cover up the holes. It's kind of like wearing a bouquet of flowers in your hair every day. Well, if you're interested in seeing how I made these and how you can make them too, they're really easy. Stay tuned. Okay, you'll need fabric. The sheer chiffons are really nice. I made this one here. Oops. This is like a print georgette, which made that one. This is just a red polyester knit, which made this one. They turned out really nice because they burnt. There was a lot of polyester in there. It was all polyester, so it burnt and made that really nice antique type feel to it. Yeah, the greens, they're cute. It needs to be something, definitely has to have man-made fiber, because it's the man-made fibers that burn, or melt rather, and cause the leaves to curl up. So it has to have, you have to have man-made fibers. Also, you need some little circles to make your pebbles. Just cut them out, petals, sorry. Just cut them out of, you know, a piece of paper that you can cut around. This one's 5.5 centimeters by 5.5 centimeters diameter, or 2 inches. This one's 4 centimeters diameter, or 1 3/4 inches, and this one's 3 centimeters diameter, or 1 inch. So just those are your patterns or your templates. You can sew them onto almost anything. As you can see, I've sewn them onto a stretchy headband here. I've overlapped the flowers when sewing them on so that when the headband stretches, they'll sit evenly around my head. As you see here, this one's been put on a bobby pin, this one's on a hairpin, this one's on a hair clip. This one's interesting. I've alternated the colors of the petals. I got a dark purple and a light purple and alternated the petals, and it ended up quite nice, very antique-like. You need a candle, tweezers, hairpins, bobby pins, or hair clips, whatever you choose to sew the flowers onto, and a needle and thread. Thread your needle 2 or 3 times so you have a nice thick cord to work with. Now cut out several circles of your fabric, and let's get started. Cut several layers at a time to control the fabric from slipping. Well, let's make one of these pale green ones. Here it is finished. I like to start from the largest petal and work my way down. Therefore, you can control the size a little bit better. You take the edge, make sure to use your tweezers. Use your tweezers all the time because you can burn yourself. When the polyester, the chemicals start to melt, that gets really hot. So with tweezers, take your largest petal and just warm the edges around. And as you see, as you're warming it, it starts to curl up. And there's a petal. Then take the next size down, do the same thing. Just touch it on the edges. Make sure to put it down when you turn so you don't burn yourself. It's cool now, but at the very time of melting, it's rather hot. There's another petal, which can sit inside. We'll fit them all together. Take your smaller ones. Just melt slightly. Set that inside. Now, sometimes 3 are enough. Sometimes you might want to make 4. Because these have curled up. I might just make an extra one because that's curled up pretty tightly. Everyone's different, which is great. Gives them quite a uniqueness to them. This time I'm going to make sure I only burn just a little bit so it doesn't curl up so tightly. The closer it is to the flame, the hotter it gets, the tighter it curls. but you do want to make sure you get all the edges because it gives it that melted, dewy look, sort of like the dew's just falling in the morning on the pebbles. Well, there you go. That's it. Then you take your needle and thread, and you decide what you're going to sew it on. You can sew it on many things. You can put it on one of these clips. You can put them on the hairpin, like see that one's on a hairpin, or you put it on a bobby pin, whatever you like. Knot in the end, that's your center, or the stigma, I think it's called, of the flower. And just poke your needle through the center so that the knot shows. Come back in that same exact spot, secure it a few times. You can have many of those in the center. You know, some flowers have a lot of them. I like just the one. Keeps it simple, easy to make. Nice fat knot in there. And then you decide whatever you're going to hook on the back. Like I said, I like hairpins. Just pull the back, give it a couple of more stitches for security. And stick your hairpin on. Tighten it up. Couple of more stitches. Now you can even add a dab of glue just here at the stitch and the hairpin, and that'll keep your hairpin from sliding out, because sometimes as time goes on that knot gets a bit loose and your hairpin could slide out. But and there you are, a cute little hairpin flower. Can you see? Cute little hairpin flower. Here, we can make a cream one. They turn out really nice. Now be sure to always test your fabric on the flames to see how it's going to curl. Not all fabrics curl. I tried it on a lace and it didn't work at all. Okay, so once again, just on the edge, just slightly. Set it down to turn it so you don't burn yourself. And just roll it around the edge and watch it curl. This one's curled quite nicely. And on the cream, it gives it kind of like a burnt edging, which really gives it that nice antique look. Here's a finished one. Continue to melt your way around the outside of the petal, working your way down from the larger ones down to the smaller ones. To control the size of the petals, pull further away from the heat. The closer the fabric gets to the fire, the hotter it is, the closer and the tighter it'll curl up. Put the three petals together and then decide what size you want your fourth one to be. Sometimes it's good to duplicate, like maybe duplicate the second petal, the middle petal, and offset them. It makes it a more interesting flower. In this one, I want my last petal to remain large, so I'm using the largest piece, largest circle, and keeping it as far away from the flame as I can to try to keep it as large as I possibly can. Okay, fit them all together, and there's your flower. Now, I've got 6 strands of thread here, and knot it. Use your knot as the center of your flower. So just thread your needle through the center of the 4 circles, making the knot remain in the center, and then go back and forth, giving it a nice juicy knot so it'll stand out clearly. Pull it towards the back, give it a couple of stitches to secure it, and then hook on your hairpin or bobby pin or clip or headband, whatever you want to hook onto there. Secure it a couple of more times with stitches. Sometimes you can even put a little piece of glue on the end of the hairpin where you stitch the hairpin to the back of the flower. That'll help it stay secure as well. A couple of more stitches for security, and then clip it off. Knot it off, then clip it off, and you're done. I first saw these on a scrapbooking TV show. They were making theirs for their scrapbook pages, but I thought they'd look cute as hair accessories. So I hope you enjoyed my hairpin flowers.